Hello beautiful people, welcome back to my channel. This is Bamari. In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful jumpsuit with drawstrings at the sleeves, an elastic waistband with pockets. It's easy and beginners friendly. If you're interested in knowing how to make this, please stay to the end of this video. Thanks for watching. To cut the upper part of our jumpsuit, I'm going to go ahead to cut my half length plus extra 2 inches. So if your half length is 16, you cut 18 twice in 2 places. Then I'll be placing it on each other this way. You can see the way I'm placing it on each other. The upper part is on fold while the down part is opened. So that down part is our 1-inch zipper allowance for the back of the jumpsuit. So I'm going to come down from the upper part of the top by 1 inch just like this, and I'll be rolling it out. So just come down by 1 inch and roll it out. After which I'm going to take my half length measurement or shoulder to waist. In this case, my shoulder to waist is around 13 inches, so I'll be adding 0.5 inches for joining allowance. This is because of it is a team that owns the jumpsuit, so just input your half length measurement and add your joining allowance. Then I'll just go ahead to rule it out also just like this. The next thing we're going to do is to take our shoulder measurement. Our shoulder is 14 divided by 2, that's 7. I marked it out. Then I'll be using a neck width of 3 inches and a neck depth of 4 inches. And this neck measurement is for both the front and the back. It has a V neckline at the front and also at the back. Then I'll just roll it out just like this. Then for the sleeve, I'll be using a sleeve length of 11 inches, but I'll be adding extra 1 inch for hemming allowance, so I'll mark it out. Then from that point, I'll be coming down by 1 inch to take the shoulder slope. Then I'll go ahead to roll it out just like this. Then for the opening of the sleeve, I'll be using 8.5 inches for the opening of the sleeve. You can use 9, 10 depending on your customer size. But my customer is a petite size, so I'll be using 8.5. So the same thing I have from our neckline to our sleeve there, I'll go and input the same thing here also, which is around 19 inches. I'll mark it out and connect the lines. Then I will just roll it inside just like this. Now for this middle part, we're going to use our hip divided by 4 plus 5 inches. So I'll go to my calculator and our hip is 31. 31 divided by 4 plus 5 inches gives us 12.75. So I'll just go ahead to mark the 12.75, not from the zipper line. You can see where my tape is. So the same thing we have there, I'm going to go ahead to mark it down here also. Then I'll connect the lines just like this. Then you can see the armhole is too sharp, so I'll just go ahead to curve it in just like this. Then at our shoulder level, we'll be coming up by 1 inch so that it can accommodate the rope for the drawstring. So I'll just mark 1 inch above the shoulder to the sleeve like this. Then I'll roll it out. After coming up 1 inch, then I'll go ahead to cut my fabric out now. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it out. After cutting, you can see how the top is looking like. So this part up will be folded in. That is where our drawstring will be attached to. Also for the back part, I'll be coming up by 1 inch. This is just to eliminate zipper bulge a little. I'll just cut it. So these are the pieces we have for the upper part of our jumpsuit. So now we'll go ahead to cut the down part of the jumpsuit. For the down part of the jumpsuit, first, I'll be rolling a straight line. This line will be my starting line. Next, I'll be placing the top we cut and I'll be putting it on the line this way. So where it ends, I'll go ahead to mark it. You can see the way I place it. The center piece is where I marked. So whatever you have at the down part of your upper part, you just place it on your trouser, then you mark it. You can see I have around 13 inches, so I just went ahead to mark 13 inches there. And also note to cut the front part of the down part of the trouser. It is folded into two, you can see. And I also left space for the crotch extension. After marking it down, I'll be coming down from that line. That line is our waist. To take our hip measurement, I'll be coming down 8 inches to mark our hip line. So whatever I have at our waist here, which is around 13 inches, I'll go ahead to mark the same measurement on the hip also. To get the crotch of the jumpsuit, we are going to say the hip divided by 4 plus 4 inch. The hip is 31 divided by 4 plus 4 inch is 11.75. So I'll go ahead to mark 11.75. We added extra 4 inch because it is a jumpsuit. You don't want the jumpsuit to be too tight for you. And also, Ankara is a stiff material, so adding 4 inches will give it easy movement. So I'll just go ahead to mark the crotch out and roll it. So the same thing I have at the waist area here, I'm going to go ahead to mark it at the crotch area too. Then I will just take my ruler and connect the three lines together just like this, from the waist hip to the crotch. To get our crotch extension, we'll be saying the hip divided by 4 divided by 4. So 31 divided by 4 divided by 4 will give us 2.4. I'll just round it up to 2.5. So I'll go ahead to mark 2.5 there. So I would take my curve rule and curve it just like this. Now, to get the length of the down part of the jumpsuit, our full length is 51. 51 minus the half length, which is 13.5, gives us 37.5. So I'll be adding extra 1.5 inch for hemming allowance. So that gives us 39 inches. So I'll go ahead to mark out 39 inches for the down part. That is the trouser of the jumpsuit. After marking the length out, so whatever I have from the crotch extension this way, I have about 15.5 inches. I'll put the 15.5 inch at the M2 and I'll mark it out. Whatever I have here also, I'll mark it at the midpoint here. Then I'll connect the marks together with my ruler, just like this. This is totally optional. At the end of this side, I'll just be coming in by half an inch. You can actually just leave yours like that, but I'll just do mine this way. Then I'll roll it just like this. Now I will go ahead to cut it in. So just the upper part, I'll just be leaving a little bit for joining allowance at that area here. Then I'll go ahead to cut it. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it. When we are done cutting it, we'll go ahead to cut the back part of the trouser. So you can see our fabric is also on fold. Then I'll be placing the front piece of the trouser on the back just like this. After placing it like that, at the crotch for the back, I'll be coming out by 2 inches and I'll go ahead to mark it out like this. Then under it, I'll be coming down by 0.5 and I'll mark that out. At our hip area here, I'll be coming out by 1.5 inches. Then I'll take my curve rule and I'll curve it to the half inch I came down by, just like this. Then I'll take my ruler from this 1.5 inch I came out. I'll just rule it to my waist just like this. You can see how it is, the shape, just like a triangle. Then we'll be having a zipper, so I'll just come out at that area by 1 inch for our zipper. So our zipper will stop at the hip level, so I'll come out by 1 inch, then I'll roll it just like this. After doing that, so from the crotch downwards like this, we have 27 inches. I'll divide it into two, that is 13.5. So I'll mark the center part like this. Then from the center part downward, I'll be marking 1 inch to the end of our hem line. Then I'll roll it out, and from that middle point, I'll just connect it to our back crotch just like this. After rolling it out, I'll just go ahead to cut it out just like this. Just watch carefully the way I'm cutting it out. After cutting it out, this is how the front part is looking and this is how the back part is looking. So you can see I'm just placing the upper part on it. This is the way it's going to be attached to it. So I'm going to be coming down 2 inches for my waist. I'll mark it out. Then I'll be marking the area for my pocket opening, which is 6 inches. I'll also mark it down. So that is where I'll be attaching my pocket. Then I will go ahead to join the cord together, the front cord together and the back cord together. You can see the way I'll join the back cord, only that area I pointed at. Then we're going to go ahead to place the upper part of the jumpsuit on each other this way, replacing the back part on the front part. And remember that we added 1 inch to the shoulder, so we'll go ahead to join the shoulder and leaving the 1 inch above it. We'll join the shoulder this way. So now, and please don't forget, before you join your shoulders, hem the sleeve so that your work can be neat. You need to hem the sleeve. So after I hem the sleeve and I join the shoulders, make sure you first hem your sleeve. It is very important, because if you don't hem it, by the time you stitch this 1 inch, then it will be very difficult for you to hem it. I'm going to leave an opening for our rope here. So I hem the sleeve, then I joined the shoulders. So this is how it is. So now I'll be opening it up. Now that we have joined it, so I'll take this tip here, I'll make it flat like this, make it flat also like this. I'll fold it in a bit just like this. I'll fold it like this all the way to the end so that it can accommodate the rope that will insert inside. I'll do the same thing for the other side also. I'll do it for the other sleeve also and show you how it looks like. This is how it is looking like after I fold it in. You can see how it is, how neat it is. So, and you can see this is the reason I asked us to hem the down part of the sleeve. You can see, so that after you join the shoulder, you won't be able to hem the sleeves. So hem it first. So the next thing I did, with the same fabric, I went ahead to make long straps like this. So I'll be taking my safety pin, I'll be using it to insert it into the hole. Just watch carefully the way I'm inserting it. After I was done inserting the first one, I'll go ahead to take the other end of the strap. I'll use my safety pin to insert it also. So here now I'm done inserting the straps into the holes. So the next thing I'll do is I'll take it to my sewing machine and stitch on it this way, and I'll also interface the neckline. So you can see I did it for the other sleeve also. You can see how it is. Then I will stitch it this way. You can either interface it or use a bias. So I'll just interface the neckline up, the upper part of the jumpsuit. Now I'm done interfacing the neckline of the jumpsuit. You can see I've interfaced it with the same fabric. The way I flip it, you can see the right side, how neat it is, and you can also see the drawstring we did. Now the next thing is to join the upper part of the jumpsuit to the trouser part. You can see I've joined the crotch of the front. I've also joined the crotch of the back trouser. You can see the way I joined it, just this way. So I'll take the front, the down part of the jumpsuit, the front trouser, I'll place it like this to the front upper part of the jumpsuit. I'll do the same thing for the back also. I'll join it to the back this way. After I was done joining it together, I'll flip it right side facing right side just like this. Then I'll go ahead to join it from the armhole, from the sleeve to the armhole, all the way down this way. I'll be coming down 2 inches below the waist just like this. I'll mark it out. Then I'll go ahead to measure 6 inches. This will be the opening of our pocket. So from that 6 inches space, I won't be stitching on it because I'll be attaching my pocket to it. So the pocket size is about 10 inches long and 7 inches wide. So I'll just go ahead to stitch it all the way from the sleeve to the armhole, skipping the opening of the pocket that is 6 inches, and I'll stitch it all the way down. I'll do the same thing for the other side also. I'll stitch it from the sleeves, the armhole, skip the come down 2 inches from the waist, skip the 6 inches for the pocket opening, and stitch it all the way down and show you how it looks. This is how it looks after we are done stitching it. So the next thing for us to do is to make a casing for the elastic that we're going to put in our waist. And please remember, the casing is made on the wrong side of the dress, that is inside the dress, not the right side. So I'm going to cut a very long strap of 2 inches. You can see it is 2 inches wide. So I'm going to use it to make a casing for our elastic, because after making the casing we'll be inserting our elastic to it, and our elastic is around 1 inch. So the casing, I'll be using 0.5 inches to make the casing at both sides. To place our casing on our fabric, I'll place it on the joining of our upper part and down part. So I'll place it this way and stitch it all the way around to the zipper area at both sides with 0.5 inch. Then after I'm done stitching it, I'll fold it on it this way. Then I'll use the remaining 0.5 inch and I'll stitch on it all the way to the zipper area, just like that. After making the casing, this is how the casing is looking. It's about 1 inch. You can see, and our elastic is around 1 inch. So this is our casing. So the next thing for us to do is to take our elastic and fix it inside. So the waist of the customer is 25 inches. I'll be removing 4 inches from our waist. That is 21 inches. So I'll go ahead to cut an elastic of 21 inches. Then I'll take my office pin and fix it inside, just like this. Just watch the way I'm fixing it inside. Few moments later, after I was done inserting the elastic into the waist, I just went ahead to take my office pin to pin the elastic at the edges, just like this, at both sides. Then I'll go ahead to stitch it down so that it doesn't move at the edge. Then the next thing for us to do is to fix our zipper to the back of our dress. You know, we left 1 inch zipper allowance for the back, so I'll just use the 1 inch zipper allowance, and I would not allow the waist to be squeezed at my zipper area. I'll just stretch it a bit and attach my zip to the back. This is how it looks like when I was done fixing the zipper. You can see how neat it is. The last thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead to hem the down part of the jumpsuit. You know, we left a hemming allowance of 1.5 inches. So I'll go ahead to hem the down part. I'll also hem the other side. Then we'll close the middle of the jumpsuit all the way like this. Closed everything. You can see we have hemmed the down part and we have closed the middle. You can see the sleeves, how we can adjust the drawstrings, the waist, how elastic the waist is. You can also see the zipper area, the back, the pockets. You can see how neat it is. We have come to the end of this tutorial. Please like, subscribe, comment and share to see more helpful tutorials like this. Thanks for watching to the end. See you in my next video. Bye.